Welcome back from intermission, kids. Ooh, it's starting to get warm down here now. I did get my AC replaced. AC furnace, blower, condenser outside. So, yeah. We have air conditioning again. It's no longer 90 degrees in the house. It's more like 76, but it's kind of warm down here tonight. Maybe it's just my toupee. Wait. Maybe it's just my toupee. And this suit. Maybe I need a taller drink full of like ginger ale. But we had to finish off that vermouth. There was only one shot left. So there you go. 2-1. Japanese gin and dry vermouth, some orange bitters, and 3 olives, which is my regular. So I looked it up, and the reason I get balloons on a 2-ring movie is because by showing you a 2, I'm giving you the peace sign, and the peace sign brings about balloons. So I will look into seeing if I can change that to like the palm being balloons, but I don't know. Or turn it off. I don't know. Do you like getting balloons on a 2-ring movie? I feel like it should be a 0 or a 5. Okay. We have covered the remake of The Addams Family, and now we're moving back in time to just barely after the TV run of the Munsters with Munster Go Home, a feature-length film in color. Y'all, I saw a picture. I have a picture. I think it's on my screensaver here of the Addams Family house in color. And holy shit, like, I had no idea. You always saw the Addams Family living room in black and white, and man, in color, it's like, whoa, really? Like, there's a lot more pink than I thought. Okay, Munster Go Home. America's Funniest Family in their first full-length feature in Technicolor. I'll see if I can emulate that here. Herman races the world's fastest car with his Dragula special. Fred Gwynne, Yvonne DiCarlo, Al Lewis, Butch Patrick, and Debbie Watson. Also starring Terry Thomas and Hermione Gingold. Yeah. This is a good poster, too. We're saving that over there. All right. From my DVD collection, Munster Go Home, 1966, Universal Pictures. Yes, the Munsters are Universal monsters. Director Earl Bellamy. Also a familiar name, but I can't name another movie he made. I've got to do my homework here. I'm not Joe Bob Briggs for fuck's sakes here. I know what I know. Okay, starring Fred Gwynne, Yvonne DiCarlo, Al Lewis, Butch Patrick, a host of Brit comedians, John Carradine, Terry Thomas, and I said this on Twitter, and I'll say it again. The finest actor in all of England, Terry Thomas. And is that Howard Sprague from the Andy Griffith Show? Okay. I wrote here like who played everyone, but y'all know who played the goddamn family, all right? Herman comes home from work to find that he has inherited a new pad in Britain, and along with it, the title Lord Munster. Yeah, Herman. The family packs up for a trip to jolly old England to meet their relatives across the pond. While the family sails the Atlantic, we learn that there are nefarious deeds going on at Munster Hall. And the English Munsters are not that excited about meeting the new Lord Munster. After their long voyage, in which Herman spent largely seasick, and Marilyn falls in love, and Grandpa spends in a kennel after turning himself into a wolf somehow, the family arrives in England and heads to the hall. There wait Freddie, Terry Thomas, Grace, I assume that's the Hermione, and their mother, Aunt Effigy, who are already plotting to get rid of Herman so that Freddie can assume the title he always felt he deserved. And they can keep, and this is important here, Freddie can assume the title and they can keep the secret of Munster Hall. And I'll add that Terry Thomas is fucking fantastic as Freddie. Okay, attempts to scare the family out, so the British Munsters decide, okay, we can scare these Americans away. A la Scooby-Doo. We'll just scare them out of the house. I think you know how that's going to work out. These efforts fail miserably as Lily and Herman find the spooks very entertaining. And when the family realizes the townsfolk do not like the Munsters, especially Marilyn's new beau's family, they set out to solve the mystery of Munster Hall. Despite Grandpa... Despite promising Lily they would let the police handle it, Herman and Grandpa, they're teaming up here, sneak out to snoop around. They discover the secret, and eventually are discovered in their discovery. But by then, Herman has agreed to run in the annual road race. It's a long tradition, the Munsters running in the road race. He must defend the Munster honor. Herman takes to the track against several racers, including Marilyn's now off again beau. But wait! Those British Munsters are up to something. And who is this Griffin character behind the Munster secret? Well, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to watch it. Get your own DVD. Can you even buy DVDs anymore?
I want the time back in my life that it took for you to make this review and to watch this bloody piece of trash.
Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, even though it stalls at times, the gags keep coming, and eventually the mystery captures your attention. An all-star cast, including some very familiar British comedians, Terry Thomas, gives us more memorable Munster characters, and of course, it's great to see the old family in color. Fantastic to see the family in color. Despite its awkward moments, this is just as enjoyable as your favorite Munster TV episodes. Four. Munster Go Home, 1966. It's a 66. It's a 4-ring circus here on the Late Night Picture Show with feature 2. And don't get your panties in a knot, but there's a feature 3 coming up. A short one, but a feature 3. So, yeah, I'm not going to need another drink before feature 3. We'll just nurse this one. I'm a little torqued right now because Charlie will not be quiet up there. Jesus. he is going to stay at his mom's house on Sunday nights from now on because I need to talk about the Munsters. There is zero information on this poster, except that it's a Rob Zombie film. And this is a great poster, by the way. Look at that. So we'll set that over there. Okay. The Munsters is a 2022 Universal picture, directed by Rob Zombie, starring Sherry Moon Zombie and Elvira herself, Cassandra Peterson. In this, a prequel to the TV series, Lily is a single gal living with her father, the Count, who's kind of like Al Lewis, but like with a mustache. He is playing matchmaker to Lily, thinking, she's getting up there in years and she needs to get married. But he's playing matchmaker with spectacular folly. I mean, first we end up with this, like, really weird Nosferatu type dude. Herman, having been created by a scientist, of course, is a swinging cat and the leader of a rock and roll band. Yeah, he's like the shit. When Lily sees Herman on TV and is instantly smitten, but the Count thinks Herman is too wild for Lily. She sneaks off to the club to see him anyway. And there, Herman notices Lily in the audience. Well, we all know where it goes from there, where it ends up. But I wanted to touch on this because Rob Zombie gets a lot of hate. And even I myself would rather see Rob Zombie make his own movies, a la House of 1,000 Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, Lords of Salem, rather than remaking classics like Halloween and the Munsters. I went in with low expectations, as I did with the Addams Family, and was pleasantly surprised. This was great. The sets and the 60s giallo lighting, like, if you're not going to make Munsters black and white, here's the color you need to use, those light filters of Mario Bava and Dario Argento. Phenomenal. It was hilarious, and Sherry Moon Zombie did a fantastic turn as Lily. I know a lot of you hate her, but you know what? She was great, capturing many of the mannerisms and tone that we all loved in Yvonne Di Carlo. So short and sweet. 4 rings. Fight me. I'm sure some of you Puritans were pissed about this. Do we need to make that a... I'm pulling a lot of the triple features out of here to turn into marathons for season's end and season's beginning. So yeah, we're going to look for something else. What do you think about this one? What do you think about that, Percival? That do?
Yes. I suppose so.
Yeah, I think it will. We're getting away from the horror for a week. Because we're going to... Let's see. Yeah, we're going to end with some horror. The season finale is getting booked. And I'm not going to give it away right now, but... demonic possession figures in. And Sabrina Bigelow is going to join us for at least one of the movies. This is Beach Party, and it's a bikini world. So I'm not sure that there's any monsters in these, but sure, let's have some exploitation flicks from the 60s, why don't we? Oh, that landed right on my computer. Okay. Let's have one more cheers. Charlie finally was quiet.
Yes, well, bloody tip of the cap, old man. Just a tip of the cap.
We'll be back next week with this.
Has your hair gotten darker?